Well, howdy. December 19th. 1 week to go till a Merry Christmas. Of course, maybe you, like I'm getting all kinds of happy holiday messages. And, well, I take my holidays usually in summer. In December, I celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas sort of thing. And, of course, after we have a Happy New Year, right? So that brings me to the first link. I've got several links today. It's the weekend. I figure, hey, they say people spend a lot of time sleeping when they're locked down. Well, maybe you want to watch some good stuff that you're not going to see on mainstream media. First one is the secular Democrats. Now here's by now I think anybody who's been on the planet a while realizes what these lefties propose usually ends up, they call it restoring freedom, but there is no freedom. The only freedom they restore is a freedom from some left twit to insist that you can only do it their way. There's no freedom at all. I mean, we have gone from happy holidays to there are as many genders as you can imagine. And if you don't call the particular person within these imaginary genders the right imagination gender, you could end up in a human rights tribunal. Think about that. Where you have no option to appeal. Crazy. So I just distrust, and I read this whole document, the secular document, that they've prepared for Biden and Harris, and they want to implement on the pretense that we're going to restore freedom. They're going to restore shit. But read it yourself, see what you think. Maybe you agree with it. I mean, they have neutered the language. Everything has gone wacko because some lefty felt left out and wants to restore the freedom for everybody. Freedom for nobody. But anyway, that's my take. But check it out. And I have several links there because they keep disappearing sort of thing. So you should find that whole document. Second link is Dark Journalist with Millie Weaver. And a lot of people tell me, well, this Dark Journalist goes on too long. Well, he's got a sort of a casual conversationalist way about him. And relays information and bang, 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 so you can check it out for yourself. And again, you're not going to find anything he's talking about on mainstream media. Nor Millie Weaver. I mean, she was arrested for doing a documentary. Think about that. Well, not for doing the documentary, but for publishing the documentary. And when you get arrested or you get harassed for trying to sort of show the other side of the coin, you know there's probably something there. Maybe you don't agree with her, but if you haven't checked it out or if you don't listen to the interview, how can you disagree? And I know Dark Journalist sort of gives people a bad vibe, but you watch the darker journalists if you're watching mainstream media on a regular basis. Third link is Catherine Austin Fitz with Greg Hunter. And this woman gives an awful lot of insight. It's frustrating sometimes, it's scary, disappointing, but she calls it as she sees it. And you don't have to agree with her, but you won't know whether you do or you don't unless you watch her interview. Again, sort of cool. We then go back to Switzerland Gold. A comparison between Bitcoin and gold, investment versus protecting your wealth. And again, whether they're right or wrong, who knows? You know, gold has been confiscated before as well. And their point is that if the computer goes down, how do you buy something if you're on Bitcoin? So it's interesting. So, and again, you won't know if it's interesting or not unless you watch it. And the last one is pretty good. Yesterday we had a bunch of humor on. People doing satires on the whole damn thing. And some of them are guy used some foul language or what have you. It wasn't meant for children, but it was a Canadian farmer doing his take on our Mr. Slock's Prime Minister. It was sort of interesting. But today it's more serious, and we get into the last one, Canada's secret agreement to train Chinese military. And a lot of people tell me this is fake news. Even people from China say that's not true, it's fake news. Well, the documents have been released. Rebel News broke this a while back. And this chap takes it a step further and goes through some other things. Totally intriguing. Again, you won't know if it's intriguing unless you watch it. And then again, maybe you don't have inclination to know whether it's right, wrong, intriguing, not intriguing, funny, happy, sad. Maybe you just don't give a damn. So then if that's the case, you don't have to watch them. But anyway, it's Saturday. Here it's the wind is picking up again, a bit more rain. But that's apropos for this time of year on the island. Take care. Have a good one. See you tomorrow.